You guys probably all know these, but let's just review a few details right now on the pass, on the passes, over, under, and around. I'll just give you a couple examples, and then we'll go back to our guard passing drill. Like I said, guard passing, there's no wrong way to do it. It's a very conceptual thing. We'll just go over a few principles. So he has me in the closed guard, and we'll go over first, right? My knees are together, my tailbone is tucked, my shoulders are rolled back and engaged, my hand is here in between him and I so he doesn't climb. This one's holding him on his back. I'm able to engage, I'm able to open with our first step, right? I don't lift up like this. That creates a space. My weight takes it all the way down to the mat, and then I go either shin. If I go with my same side shin, my left shin, then I will often pass. You could go cross face or underhook. But for this one, I will often pass with my arm on this side and drive my weight this way, right? Now all I have to be mindful of is before I release my shin on his leg, I'm probably going to want to have my right hand there so he doesn't put me back in the guard. Okay, advantage of that one, much harder for him to take my back, and I wind up in a really good classical hand position. The thing you have to be careful of is keeping this blocked, right? Second variation of that, I drag it all the way down to the mat, and I go cross shin, okay? This one I absolutely have to maintain the underhook. So if I wind up here, he's going to take my back. And so I'll probably go underhook or cross face. If he's giving me the underhook, then for sure I'm going to shoot up here and I'm going to take it. If he's not, then I need to have my hand low. I don't want to go up here where he's going to start to take my back. So I'll take it here low, right? This one goes to the cross face. I flatten him out. My knee now is what's blocking the guard. I keep that space low, and then I'll work on digging for the underhook. Make sense? Okay, let's do those two real quick and then we'll do under. Go ahead. Can I pass? Can I pass like this? For sure, right? But what's going to happen is they're going to be pushing on your head. Everybody's going to start to shove my head away, and he's going to get his guard back. Okay? If, as I pass, I go here, it's much harder for him to push on my head. Much harder for him to push on my head. So, shooting to get your head up here, the reason for that, besides the fact that it allows me to put weight on his shoulders, to pin his shoulders, which is my end goal, is it makes it much harder for the person to frame on your skull. When your head's down here, everybody in the world's going to do that, right? So as I'm passing, I need to try and get my ear higher than his ear. Okay, keep going. There's no point, there's really no point, cross-facing like this, right? Turn your chin. The whole point behind a, towards me, yeah, the whole point behind a cross-face is that the person can't rotate their skull to look at you, and then it's harder for them to turn his body, okay? So if I can't get my hand deep, I'm going to grab his collar. When I grab his collar, I lift my elbow. Not like this, but like this, like you're pouring a drink in, okay? So I'm on here, move towards me. Yep. That would be, okay? If I'm going to go full cross face, turn towards me, I'm going to shoot my hand in until my shoulder hits Dowdy's face. Not here, okay? But all the way in. So now as I drive, look towards me. My shoulder has his head pinned, as opposed to here. Turn towards me. Turn your head towards me. No, towards me. Look at my body. Yes. Now he can turn his body, right? Good. But here, turn towards me. That's the whole point, right? So you either want to grab shallow and lift, or put your hand in until this hits their head. Not in between, in that in-between zone, it's almost pointless, okay? Keep going. Perfect legs, pretty much always going to be, there's a million different ways to do it, but it's either same side shin or cross shin. You're coming across their thigh with your shins. Okay, now I put you in closed guard. I get it open, and maybe I'm trying to go down here, and he starts to bring his knees back up. Really start, yes, putting the pressure back here. This is where I might decide to go under, okay? Under pass, you can go one hand under. And a lot of the old school Gracie guys do that. Yes, there's a triangle, so it's dangerous, but they're aware of it, and then your triangle will become a pass. But if you go two hands under, it's definitely safer, right? All he really has now is my collar. He doesn't have any arm locks, okay? Millions of different versions of this. I can grab Dowdy's sleeve on that side and pass around this way. There's a lot of things I can do, but in general what I want to do is I'm not going to try and drive into him until I get one of his thighs up against my shoulder. Either one, on top. If it's here, don't let me lift your legs. It's a huge battle, right? As soon as I get my shoulder to it, now I drive, there's not a lot you can do about it. I get a connection to his body, so he doesn't push me away. And then I don't move my head at all, I just drop my hips. And I take my time, because I want that tight connection. I want to take away all that space. So there's that tight connection. So going here, that knee comes up, I go double under, I shift it to my shoulder. I get a grip on my toes. The other hand, right, the only other thing he can do here is if he can put this foot to the mat, he can move himself. He can move and maybe pummel his leg back. So, as I'm passing under, I'm pulling on this. Put your foot to the mat so he can't touch the mat. And that allows me to get the pass. The biggest mistake people make with that pass is they try and rush it, get excited, and throw the legs. You create space. Remember your goal, take away space. Okay, go ahead. Okay, good. Look here. So as we're passing on that, as I'm coming around real slowly, and I'm pulling on his hip, I'm also flattening him. So I don't want to pass and have him on one shoulder where he can get away from me. I want to flatten him while I'm doing that. It's hard for him to stop you from flattening while you're passing under, right? So when I'm here, he might be trying to turn left or right. And I focus, yes, on getting this pin as I pass. Okay, so now we've got over, under, last ways around. Very hard to pass around from the knees, not impossible, but tough. So most often you're going to have to stand and get to your toes. And the best way to do this, because it's there's so many variables, is just conception, right? Bring your knees up. So the problem runs into here, and now I'm trying to control Dowdy's feet with my arms, and his arms are a lot stronger than my legs usually, and I have space, and this is where you're going to get in trouble. So I want to pass with my body, not my arms. So I'm coming close to him, my elbows stay close, I get a bit of an angle, and I'm dropping my chest on, taking away space. Okay? So instead of extending and reaching, coming in, cutting a bit of an angle, there it is. Yes. And I'm just making him hold me up. Okay, let's try it. Good, now, really that down. Maybe I'm approaching, bring your knees to your chest. I'm approaching, I'm looking to pass under, he's pummeling with me, right? So maybe I can get under the heels and pass under, okay? He just kind of makes it up like that. So that's the idea. The thing I want you guys to remember now as we go into the guard passing again, don't worry so much about passing the guard, just take away space. All you're thinking about is taking away space. And a lot of times when you pass this way, you're going to go through half guard, and that's okay. That's half pass, okay? It's just a route on your way. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for frequent updates because we're updating this every week, and make sure you comment and like and share our videos. We appreciate it, and we definitely try and respond to all the comments. And if you like what we're doing and you like the material, check out SBG University, SBGU, and you're going to see a ton more in much greater depth than what you see here on YouTube. Thank you very much.